Breakthrough discoveries and cutting-edge technology in earth and agricultural science have revealed the secret to Ancient Gladiator strength, endurance, and vitality. Ancient gladiators were known as Hordeari, or Barley Eaters. Their consistent diet of barley helped them achieve levels of strength and endurance that had never been seen before. Today, we are talking with Ken Campbell, the man who has discovered how to take the barley that fueled the ancient gladiators and unlock its potential for robust health and strength in today's modern world. Ken is a scientist, agronomist, nutrition expert, and inventor who has developed one-of-a-kind agricultural and scientific processes that amplify the health benefits that ancient barley provides. Thanks to Ken's discoveries and his revolutionary sprouted barley, now you too can have strong bones, strength, and endurance, just like the ancient gladiators did. Plus, it does a great job of detoxifying the body and removing inflammation so you can be gladiator strong. In this interview, Ken will share the secrets that unlock gladiator strength, endurance, and vitality with you. We hope you enjoy Ken's story.
Hello, I'm Bob Gilpatrick. I'm the president and co-founder of Boomers Forever Young Nutrition Company. And today we have a special guest with us, Ken Campbell. And Ken is an inventor, an agronomist, and he is the person who's responsible for producing some of our greatest products that thousands of people have used to improve their health.
And now we've had, I think it's about 10,000 people that have used either the heirloom barley or the gladiator barley. Yeah. And so what I was hoping you might do, Ken, is tell us how it is that you create this product so that it's so very different from the typical green drinks that people get where they're drinking barley grass juice. Mm-hmm. And your product is completely different. It's about 400 times more nutrient dense. Mm-hmm. And you have very specific things you do, starting with the soil, right? Mm-hmm. And if you could tell us a little bit about your background in regard to soil science, I think people would really love to hear that story.
Okay. Well, my background, I'm an agronomist. I've got majors in soil science and in plant science and in nutrition, okay? And most agronomists don't have those three majors, okay? And what I was able to do is make connections between each of those to be able to get the highest nutrition for whichever, well, human or animal that we were dealing with. But just going back a little bit here, Bob, when you're talking about the 400 times the nutrients that are in seeds. The other very important thing to understand is that seeds are all, they're composed of long chain carbohydrates and starches. They're nature's perfect time machine. And you've probably heard, they've found wheat seeds, for example, in the pyramids, literally thousands of years old, and these seeds still germinate. And it's because of these long chain carbohydrates and starches, and they're extremely hard to digest, long and short. The bacteria cannot break down everything to have these seeds non-viable. And so that in itself is a problem for ourselves. We have about a 5% digestibility of that 400 times nutrition. And the big thing, once I was able to synchronize the germination of the seeds so that all the enzymes were coordinated, just kind of like a conductor in an orchestra, what ended up happening, I took it from 5% to 97%. Digestibility. And see, I remember I had gone back to the university. I was talking to one of the professors. I was telling him the changes that had occurred within the seed, especially on the digestibility. And he says, impossible, can't do it. And his assistant, who was also a PhD, was there when we were talking. And I said, well, I've got a vial of this, you know. And he handed the vial immediately to his associate. He said, go and test it. And the guy came back, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes later. And he said, yeah, it's 97% digestible. But the other thing that was so important, I increased the protein values by 50%. And again, he said, you know, that's impossible. His assistant came back and said, yes, that's confirmed. He's definitely increased the protein content. It went from looking at doing tests maybe 6 months to a year down the road to starting tests tomorrow. You know, when I heard that, I thought, wow, you know, evidently I really have something here, and looked at the combinations on how it works.